in the YTBC, fuckery, not limited to, but such as disrespecting the greats and the current fighters of old school cloth. These behaviors are considered especially unacceptable. In the YTBC, there are members of an elite squad known as the Hall of Justice. In times of tyranny and injustice, our voices will be heard. These are our cases. In a time where legacy is typically put on the back burner, you could be doing great things. I'm opening this case on called Frampton, and this is a case that is going to remain open for the well, I really can't say till when. Because there's just, time is one of those things that only time will tell. Only time will tell. So, Carl Frampton, first off, I want to say much respect to you. I certainly congratulate you on defeating Quig. Shout out to Terrence Talbot. I'll admit when I'm wrong. He said he had Frampton. I said I had Quig. And Quig lost. So, it is what it is. I'm a man. I can admit when I was wrong. And that night, Carl Frampton was a better man. So, congratulations to Carl Frampton. I know a lot of people were saying that the fight was a dud. And here's the thing. You get two great fighters in there one night, and they can blow the place up. They can cause sparks. And you could put them in 3 months later, and they have a dud fight. It's you really don't know what version of both fighters are going to show up, and how the chemistry is going to happen in the ring. So if it's fine if your opinion of the fight was that it was a dud, that it was just anticlimactic. It's fine if you have those criticisms, but just understand, there's a lot of things that factor into how a fight is going to, how exciting a fight is going to be. And it's just one of those things that there's no telling, it's really not anything anybody has control over. There's just certain things that can happen that can affect a fighter's mood and their attitude and the way they think going into a fight. And you're talking about two fighters. So it is what it is. The fight finally happened. It wasn't as exciting as everybody thought, but this isn't even about that. I'm opening a case today on Carl Frampton because he has been ordered to fight Rigo. Now, to be honest, I think Rigo would beat him, just like most people do. It is a high risk, low reward. But fact of the matter is, you're holding a belt that belonged to him to begin with, and you didn't beat him for it. Now, I've heard both sides of the argument of, people who were for Rigo against him losing the title, people who were for him losing the title against Rigo. And I'll be honest, there's valid arguments all across the board. I mean, I try to be as open-minded to the possibilities as possible, and after hearing everybody's arguments, the only educated what's the word I'm looking for? Shit. I'm drawing a blank. Anyways, the only thing I can say, the most educated thing that I can say after listening to everybody's arguments is, I feel that it's kind of left up to interpretation. And if somebody held a gun to my head and said, should he have been stripped? Answer me or you will die. My answer would be yes, he should be stripped. And that is simply because of the rules. And I feel that these sanctioning bodies have been, for the most part, pretty gutless and nutless in not enforcing their rules. And yeah, it's not fair because a certain somebody has already retired and the rules were never enforced on him. But I'm a man. I'm not going to cry over spilt milk. Let's get the sport on the right track. So, that's all I got to say about that. However, if you're being mandated to fight the man that belt really belonged to, and you want to be known as the best in your division, then fight the man. And if you prove us wrong and you fight him and you beat him, which is it is possible, it's not like Frampton has zero chance. If he were to beat Rigo, then Frampton's stock raises a hell of a lot. So maybe monetarily it is high risk, low reward, but legacy wise, there is a lot to gain. I mean, yeah, you're going to have your haters who are not going to give you credit for it, but that's going to happen. You're on a world-class level. That is going to happen. But for those of us who give credit where credit is due, I'm going to want to consider you, I'm going to have to consider you pound for pound status, whether I like you or not. Because, and I'm actually neutral on Frampton. But that being said, there's a case that's open. If Frampton takes the fight, I'm going to give him much, much respect. If he beats Rigo, he's going to be somewhere on pound for pound. He's got to be, in my book. But let me know what y'all think. Do you think Frampton will fight Rigo? Do you think he would beat Rigo? Do you think he shouldn't fight Rigo? It's like I said, I'm open. I'm not one of these people who is their attitude toward everything is that I don't know what's going on with me today. The conclusions that I've come to are the only right conclusions, and there's no other way. I'm not that way. So if you got arguments for or against, I'd like to hear them. Feel free to make a response video, or feel free to leave it in the comments. And if you're a subscriber, if you watch my videos, or you just so happen to stumble upon this video, have a wonderful day. And also, I know I usually close after saying that, but this case is open. It's still open. So I just want to say that. But y'all have a good day. Peace. Oh, side note. If he doesn't fight Rigo and he denies him the fight and he vacates, or he just simply denies the fight or starts acting like the peso fighter from Mexico, fuck that puto.